Yeah. Yeah, Chris is supposed to bring us another machine, but I don't know when that will be.
Good afternoon. It just went live. This is Randy Curvin in Kirksville, Missouri, and this is Randy's Rant YouTube version for a Tuesday, baby. Where the hell you start, Randy? I'm probably going to amble through this. I don't want to do a long one today, uh, but we'll see where it goes. Uh, okay, I wanted to start out with the confirmation hearings and the jackass that Ted Cruz made himself. Oh, it's unbelievable. And it's no fucking wonder that that man is not liked by anybody in the Senate. And it turns out he was also a year apart with Katanji uh, in Harvard Law. So I found that interesting. Hello, Nancy. You're the first to be here. Uh, Oh, and I also I felt like it was important. This is what I got from Alec Bouchy hosting the Rachel Maddow show from YouTube last night. I only got 28 minutes of the show, but they were talking out of the 115 white Christian men that have been Supreme Court justices. Wouldn't you know it? Confirmation hearing for the first Jewish uh, justice, and that was Louis Brandeis. And Brandeis was first one because he was Jewish. They gave him a confirmation hearing. After that, they had another that wasn't even, he was nominated to the court, went straight on to the court, and he didn't even have a law license. He wasn't a lawyer, but he was Christian and white, so no confirmation hearing. Uh, there are so many that have not had confirmation hearings because they fit the bill. They were white Christian men. All right, I wanted to get that on first, and we'll see where we go from here. Uh, Zelensky said over the weekend if Ukraine was a member of NATO, this war wouldn't have started. Uh, he's right. Look at all the nations that joined. Putin is not attacking them. Uh, these are those that have joined NATO. And now I'm hearing that Finland, which is not a part of it, but next to Russia, is now considering very hard joining NATO. And that takes me back to Tom Cotton agreeing with Trump. Remember when Trump was going to try to buy Greenland? For who? For Russia. Where Russia would have someone outside of those that weren't his. Donnie was going to buy Greenland for him, and Tom Cotton went along with the idea. Ah, what a shit show some of the members of Congress are. Uh, let's see. Let's see if I can read my writing. And Zelensky also called out again to be a part of the NATO, the alliance. If they're ever going to do so, they need to do so now. And it appears that Russia, wait a minute, I forgot him. All right, that makes me feel better about the situation. it appears that Russia is now using scorched earth policy that they used in Syria, wipe out the culture and the heritage of Ukraine and Ukraine's people. The Ukrainian army is stalling the Russian progress in Kiev, and that was last night. They have taken back some area from the Russians, so they're pushing them back from the north. But Mariupol, they are still even. I think I saw where 3,000 people with cars and trucks uh, fled from that area to the next city over. Don't even ask me to try to pronounce that. It starts with a Z. But they're having to get out, and those that are left are sitting with busted windows in cold weather on their couches or furniture inside their apartments, terrified with all the bombardment has escalated there. Ah, and let me read through some points. Why is it the Republicans are so anxious to get the MiGs into the Ukraine? Uh, this is a bit sticky, but they're all in on that because of the military industrial complex. Let's remember this from President Eisenhower in one of his last, I think it was his last public address, which would have been 1961. Uh, he warned us about the military industrial complex, ladies and gentlemen. And as I said, we are seeing that scorched earth policy in Ukraine as Russian forces attack more civilian targets than Mariupol, uh, terrifying the remaining residents, those who didn't have a chance to flee. And from the last word from Lawrence O'Donnell, uh, excuse me, he did interview Marcia, and I can't think of her last name. Famous the New York, the New Yorker's magazine uh, editor or contributor was going into the background on Putin's rally, which I might say were bigger than the orange ones. But we know why that is: fear. Uh, that was amazing to see how much larger his crowds were than the Donald. And another topic in her article or op-ed was hundreds of thousands are fleeing Russia over the Ukraine invasion, as Putin talked, I believe, in the rally again of self-purification. He's going right back to the old kind of language that comes out of the old Soviet Union, and they're cracking down on protest and dissent. And next was a discussion of the confirmation hearings of Judge Tanji Brown Jackson. Holly and Cruz and others attacked her record, but she smiled through it all. Her introduction speech, I thought, was brilliant. Uh, and excuse me, my hands are so clean I cannot get this paper separated. Getting old too. That doesn't help any matters. And as that turns out, that's about all I've got for you this evening. I'll go back down and look through the group. Hello, brother John S. out of West Virginia. Hello, Carol. Hello, James. All right, and y'all are doing what we all do. We get out there and discuss with each other what's going on. And I'm going to be later on. I will get to the meeting. They had a terrible night in Texas last night with tornadoes. Grace told me about it because she's up for the different news programs in the morning on ABC, where I got a little extra sleep, waiting on dinner around 5 o'clock, and and then later on I'll be at the meeting. I'm just disgusted with the orange one, but I think he is losing popularity, ladies and gentlemen. It's starting to look like at his rallies, they're showing close up, all some of which are paid people. You can go out and look on Craigslist or whatever. In particular, black people, they are hiring them to be behind him, and they're wearing the T-shirts that are distributed to them. He's still giving out his hats, which are out of China. I thought you didn't like China. Holy shit. What can you say about this bullshit? But I do say we keep pushing back against the lies with truth. That's the way we're only going to overcome what's going on. I stand behind my president. I don't want to see a World War III. If we see World War III, nobody wins. We all lose. And I don't want to live in a road warrior country after a nuclear war. If I'm not killed then, I wouldn't want to survive to see what happens after that. All right, I wish I could leave you with a little hope, but that's why we have music. And that's the reason later on I'm going to be putting out there Louis Armstrong doing It's a Wonderful World. That always cheers me up and gives me hope. And that's what we need right now, ladies and gentlemen. We need hope, and we have to keep the faith. Uh, we can raise that blue wave. Uh, that's the reason I put that Lincoln Project out there. The union, that's an excellent idea to get feet on the ground, knocking on doors, raising that big blue wave that we're going to need in November of 22. So peace, uh, resist, persist, and I insist that we put the pressure on in this country. I stand behind Biden. I stand behind Ukraine. We can do that, and we don't have to have a third world war. The Republicans want that for the military industrial complex. That's who's putting money in their pockets, baby, and you better believe it. All right, that's all I've got for today. I appreciate everybody being out here in my little blue room. I will see you later on in the evening at the meeting. As always, I will share that. I probably won't be in Discord. Uh, I like to save that for when I've got something I really want to get across. So you can expect me there. Keep in mind, though, I'm more than likely going to be on the HP since I don't have to sit in the studio with it. Uh, the other Mac that works better for answering comments in the meeting, even it screws up. I type in an H to say hi to somebody, it leaves it off and leaves EY. And then I have to start back over and get the cursor over there because I've already explained it jumps all over the place and it's after it says community standards on Facebook when we're at the meeting. All right, let's go. Have a great day. Put a smile on somebody's face. Uh, and just think about it. Some of these people, like the Santas, for instance, are so low they have to reach up to tie their shoes. All right, have a good one. See you later. I want you to go and like, share. If you're new out here, go down and hit the subscribe button. Uh, and I want you to help me help this Blu-ray wave rise. Excuse me, I'm walking all over my words. Raise this big blue wave for 22, and we got to do it again in 24. We don't want an autocrat leader like the Don. All right, I feel better. I'll see you later. Have a good one. Put a smile on somebody's face and enjoy some music. Bye bye for now. Share this shit.